Alex, the professional amateur, broadcasting to you here from the Nintendo Super musical truck. I'm still working on like an intro for this channel. By the way, how come this is like so quiet? Hello? That could be better. But from there, that looks okay. What if, nope, that's where it needs to be. Casual streamer, casual commenter. I don't often have something to say, and I won't say anything if I don't have anything to say. You know what they say? When you don't have anything to say, what should you do? Say something mean. Bro. Just under an hour and a half until Philly and his lost counter goes all the way down to 0. Who knows what it means? What does it mean? Well, as an older guy who's experienced a lot of disappointment in life, my advice is attempt to remain calm and reserve judgment. Does it mean there's going to be a stream? I ain't gonna say. It's Monday. It's the beginning of my work week. In fact, my work week began, it's like 1:45. My work week began almost 10 hours ago. And I'm only just now leaving town. Got on the clock on time, showed up at the semi-delivery place. It was supposed to be a preloaded trailer so I could just drop and hook. Guess what? It wasn't preloaded, and it wasn't scheduled at 6 o'clock in the morning. It was scheduled for 8 o'clock in the morning. And I didn't get called to a door until like 9 o'clock in the morning. So I just spent most of the day sitting around fuming, not making money. Truckers, we get paid by the mile, so the only time that we're happy is when the wheels are actually rolling. Well, long distance truckers, there are some like, I don't even know what you call them, salary truckers. They work locally and they work by the hour. It's spring, Dad, spring. Leaving Denver on our way out to Kansas, and a lot of the grass out here still is not like vividly green. Who knows if that's actually going to happen this year. I am currently being chased by a storm. If I turned like 90 degrees or did a 180, you'd see there's nothing but dark clouds behind us. The Professional Amateur is currently a scenery watching channel, broadcasting to you as many hours of the day, the Scenery Channel. Currently uploading 7.4 megabyte upload speeds. I said that. Currently uploading 6.9, 6.4, 7.1 megabytes. Live streaming through the Starlink network. 350 miles out into space and then back down to whoever knows what Twitch servers. Ah, interesting updates. I'm using a different camera today. I don't know if you can tell. Some different things. I wonder if that is set too high. It looks a little weird. Dashboard. It's got like a black spot just above it in the center. What is this wind doing? Woo. Grabs you a little bit. I was using a 60 frames per camera frequency lens, 60 frames per second camera, and pushing that to OBS and then broadcasting OBS 30 frames per second, 720p to Twitch because of network, and then the computer's only limited to one encoder at a time. It's not capable of 60 frames per second because it's a very low-end, affordable, just start streaming budget computer. But I didn't really like. I didn't like the 60 frames per second lens camera because it was only so wide. I like this other camera. It can only do 30 frames per second, but it's got this really ultra wide, nice full, it's nearly 180 degrees field of view. So I decided to go back to that. We'll see if 30 frames per second to OBS and then 30 frames per second up to Twitch. If it still comes off basically smooth. I am using 1080p on the camera, and I've scaled that down on the OBS canvas down to 720, so it should be like nice and sharp. Also, I saw an option to do, I can't remember what it was. I was doing AVC before, but there's an HEVC, which is like an extra higher, crisper, less pixels or more pixels. I don't know what you want to call it. But it seemed like it was better than AVC. I got somebody coming up behind me. I'll get out from behind this semi in a second. You got to time these things, inertia and everything. I don't like getting this close to somebody, but it's a traffic space management deal. Dum, 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 dum. Okay, axle weights seem pretty good. I can go back to that. Well, I don't know about everybody. I checked YouTube and I didn't see anybody like live streaming a countdown for phillyandislost.com. But I like Phillian, man, and she's been gone since the Minecraft challenge. And we've been hearing little hints and teasers, and the latest thing was just a few days ago. This website started doing a countdown, so it seems official, it seems legit, and I just wonder what it means. Is she gonna come back? Is it gonna be like this incredible virtual world where she's not hooked up on my imagination? This is I don't have any friends to talk talk this kind of thing too. So this is just what I imagine. You know how for like paraplegics, they've got technology like not Steve Irwin. What the hell was Steve Hawking? There was like text to speech Steve Hawking, and he could like move his eyes and activate things. And paraplegics, they can get hooked up to the internet and browse and do different things by moving their eyes or moving even like their tongue or something. What if Fillion is getting some kind of rig that detailed, that advanced? I can imagine you've seen how she will hold her head. You kind of get the impression that it's maybe an autistic thing to put her hands behind her head or on her head all the time. But she said that it's because the headset is heavy. And with all of the jumping around that she does, the headset's getting broken, the controller's getting broken. She's always getting trackers thrown all over the place, and the, the really janky cracking where her leg will stick up or her hip will be all wrong. I wonder if she's been addressing that kind of stuff, and the new setup. What if she's just going to be like Peter Pan, flying through virtual worlds, but without having to get into like a full body tracking suit? Well, that's an hour away. I'm going to be here for probably 3 hours. I'm not necessarily going to. I am definitely not going to be restreaming anything, but I'm just here, and it's just this time, and I do have an old Fillion VOD from, I don't know if it's like 2023. That's up on my cell phone over there. The idea of the professional amateur here is your perspective is, as a viewer, is you're a hitchhiker. You're sitting in the passenger seat, and you get to look at my cell phone and look at the scenery, while I'm the driver over here. I have to focus on the road, but I get to listen to whatever's on the radio or on the cell phone, and I get to react and comment to it. Plus, my Fox PNG puppet there. The lore behind that is I'm not a furry. I'm a fox. But I'm actually a fox spirit. The red fox professional amateur is a spirit animal. It's kind of funny how I watch myself objectively as a redhead, green eyes, freckles, uh, all my life, always getting excited. I don't care about dogs the way I care about foxes. I don't care about wolves or coyotes or giraffes or birds. But when I see a red fox or a gray fox out in the wild, my heart skips a beat. And I'm like, hey, kindred, that's family. And it's not because anybody's ever said, hey, uh, Irish, fox hunt sort of British thing. Unfinished thought. It's just it's just there, and it's something that I've noticed, and I feel like it's natural. It's not imposed by anybody. I don't really have anybody to impose anything on me anymore. I'm a grown up, emancipated, graduated college and high school and Bible church and all that shit, just to get away from all those people. But I like the idea. I've never gone on like a vision quest. I never tripped out on anything. But I just like the idea that foxes are my spirit animal. And I thought I might as well implement that here on Twitch for this channel. And so that's me. I've got my corporeal physical manifestation here as a physical fox. And it's funny because I was sitting there barely able to turn the steering wheel on the semi. In the future, I plan on working on like a model that can actually breathe and scratch and flip its ears or whatever, and it's going to be more like a spirit form. But there is no half human form here. That's not what spirit animal does. I'm seeing some interesting haze off to the distance, which to me says that is a front, like a cold front. I wonder what radar. 1 hour and 8 minutes left to fill in his lost countdown for phase one. The wall, she says. It says the wall is. Are they building the ice wall? Okay, so you've got that. You can go over here and take a look at the surface analysis. Wherever the hell you are, WPC surface analysis. This is live. If anybody's curious and confused by the Fox model, last year I was pre-recorded live reacting to dash cams that were like 10 years old. Oh, by the way, I am source recording the OBS, the droid cam footage here. I'm really excited to see that's an actual thing. I can stream the extra layers with the dashboard and cell phone and Fox up there, but I can record locally the raw dash cam without any overlays. And that's something that I can use in the future. Something that may be interesting or useful to VOD watchers is these VODs. Let me say it this way. When I first started recording and uploading dash cam footage to YouTube, I was uploading like 2-3 hour long VODs set to video game music. And it wasn't just straight dash cam, it was fast forward footage. Sometimes 4, 8, 16, 32, 64 times speed. Don't know if you can hear my weather radio talking. I love how weather radio is so out of tune for the station that you just can't understand what it's saying. if you were underneath a cloud, you're close enough to be struck by lightning. If you're anywhere near underneath a cloud, you're a sitting duck. So yeah, there definitely is. Looks like I was just about to pass this trailer, but there's a really fast uh, owner operator truck flatbed that's going to pass me, and he wanted to pass earlier. So I am going to eat a dong behind this truck and wait for my buddy truck with all the chrome and smokestacks. That is owner operator there. And then I'm also going to wait for this other car that wants to pass because I'm courteous fox. Yeah, there is a cold front that is blowing through Colorado. It seems like it blew through earlier because the surface analysis front, the line for it, is further south than where I am. But that just shows you how good of an eye I have for these things. I used to be a real outdoory kind of guy, um, and I've been chased by lightning strikes. Um, I've watched storms come and go. It's really an amazing thing to watch a storm, this sort of orchestra before the approach, building intensity, and then it hits, and then it does its thing, and then it goes off, and everything goes back to what it was like before. Let's see, is this on?
Welcome to the underscore professional underscore amateurs chat room.
That sure is on. Thank you.
Landmark.
Text to speech is on. I've missed other people's text in chat a couple of times, a couple of streams before. Do my best to turn that on. Oftentimes in the morning, I am not available to speak, but I am streaming because the morning sunrise is something special that I feel like sharing. But it's too early in the morning for me to open my mouth and activate my brain, at least at that level. Sometimes it takes hours for me to get verbal. But there's been times I've been out in the open, just chilling, just relaxing, enjoying the outdoors by myself, of course. And I've watched a cold front come. It would be off in the distance. This haze would be off in the distance. And I'd look up again, and this line of haze would be closer to me. And you could see it. It like comes closer, and the horizon becomes more and more obscured. And so you sit there and you wait, in spite of all the instincts to run, and it comes up the hill and it comes to you, and then all hell breaks loose. All the wind just starts blowing, the dust is all over the place, and it's just chaos. And then it blows off, and next thing you know, it is so cold and so humid. All the wind dies down, but the atmosphere is completely different. It's exciting. Well, that's what I can see off in the distance, and it's already come and gone. But the storm can barely see anything off to the right there. That's just a little bit of it. There's the big heavy stuff is all behind us. Please come back, Billion. Can I? I would like to. Maybe it won't. Okay. Uh, One of the biggest premises for this channel, at least when I started, was it last year? I only registered on Twitch so that I could start participating in Iron Mouse's streams. I deleted all my content off of the internet, off of YouTube. But after a year of participating in Mouse's streams, I was like, you know what? If Mouse if Mouse was sitting in front of me, she would say, "Red, you need to get back back to that musical creativity, and you need to post your work. You need to share." I know she would. Even if she doesn't like the kind of stuff that I do, she would say you need to do it. So I've been pursuing music since I was 6 years old. I've been on the piano specifically since I was 12. I've been composing since 1996, creating albums and attempting. Let's not say attempting. I've been creating music, whether it's learning music by ear, arranging, performing, or composing uh, my own music, creating my own albums. The only thing that's been quote unquote attempting, is trying to make a living doing that, and I've never been able to get those gears put together. The original, after just getting on to chat with Iron Mouse, or have a chance at chatting, and Mouse reading it or reacting, and it's always makes your hair stand on end when she actually reads something of yours. It's like, oh my God, no, don't read. After the re-inspiration to try again, from Iron Mouse's influence, I've been performing live on Twitch, and also pre-recorded live reacting to old dash cam footage. I've read the commercial driver's license manual out loud with my own comments. That content is on the archive channel. If you go to my about page, you can go to that site and see what that's like. But this is live. This is not pre-recorded at all, except for what comes across the little cell phone in the bottom right corner of the screen. So it works like live nature cam, trail cam, watch the deer, the bird feeder cam, manatee cam down in Florida, boat watching, airports. Do you like to watch the airports landing and taking off cameras or channels on YouTube? The Monterey Bay aquarium cameras, live stuff like that. That's what this channel is now. Um, this isn't necessarily what I want to be doing with my life. Full-time trucking, there is no time or energy for music. But I was doing music full-time this last winter. Uh, in fact, I've got a card, a business card up here on my dashboard that says my name and contact information. It says piano, performer, tuner, teacher. If I could have my preference, if I could find a genie in a bottle and make 3 wishes, I would say, Genie, uh, I wish that I could make a comfortable living making the kind of music that I want to make. And is that 3 wishes or is it one? I want to make a comfortable living, one. I want to make music, 2. But 3, I want to make the kind of music that I want to make. If that actually counts as 1 or 2 wishes, of course, third wish would be, Genie, I wish you free. The kind of music that I want to make, I wanted to be John Williams. I wanted to be the next James Horner, Elliot Goldenthal. I wanted to make music for movies, for video games. Uh, I just, for some reason, there's a blockage there, and it's not for lack of effort or determination, because I've determined this so many times. I graduated college, music, bachelor degree, composition and theory. That didn't help anything, by the way. That nearly aborted talent and dream. Do not go to college for art. This is my advice, personal advice. College is for science, for physics, for medicine. College is not for art. Art college is there to make to eliminate the playing field. Okay. College will not let you write this kind of music. I went to college and I said, I want to write this. And the teachers were like, you already know how to write that. I'm like, I was told to come to college to learn to write this. And they say, you already know how, so go and do it. And I'm like, what psychological abuse is this? Heck of a way to drive a hazardous material. There you go, buddy. Oh, for God's sakes, don't accelerate and go faster than me now. Um, 49 minutes and counting to Fillion is lost. phase one is. It says the wall. I hope I don't end up on the wrong side of the wall, please. Let me in. I like Philly and I want to be on Philly's side of the wall, please. Do I count? I'm a PNG Fox. Does that count? Can I get inside? Is that a pass? I want to learn video game music by ear and perform video game music live. I wanted to do that since I was 12 years old. Iron Mouse has said that the home environment is very important. Being encouraged is very important. And when your family is just a brick wall, there's nothing but void there. People just stare at you. You're like, hey, check this out. And they just stare at you and you for example, I completed my first album and I mailed it, like officially. I mailed it to every family member all over the place and mailed it to some other seemingly important people in my life at the time. And nobody responds. I don't understand that. No response. Does that mean that you're just a shit musician? Should I bother you with this? Pause the Super Nintendo for a minute. I go over here. I go to my Samba share through the Starlink router down to the iPad, back to the computer, Samba, through Bluetooth, through desktop audio, and I can show you how about this? This is me. Sure is humid. I can feel a change in humidity. Why did you slow down there and then accelerate, bro? This is from my first album. 19, well, I guess it was 2000, the year 2000. Um, yeah, yeah. And I send this out to everybody that I know. It's a full CD jewel case, my own art, song descriptions, and everything. Copyright, Library Congress. No response. I still am like speechless. Mom, dad, siblings, like you want to call them mentors or just important people in my life. Nobody had anything to say. Well, Iron Mouse says it best that home environment, encouragement environment is very important. I don't want to be out here driving a semi. I'm going to do this for a year again, and I'm going to share the beautiful scenery, the live weather, unintentional storm chasing, um, commentary, live reaction to whatever happens to be there. I'm going to put somebody with hypersensitivity in a semi and put them through this. My goal is to make enough money here so that I can get back home to my piano and continue making music. And if I'm streaming to myself, I don't care. If I'm performing music and composing music and serenading myself, I don't care. I've come to the conclusion a good 10 years ago that there's just nobody out there. So there's no reason to go around seeking attention. What's important is fucking amuse yourself. And I know it seems kind of conflicted to get onto a stage, a performance stage, and to get up there and perform just for yourself, for your own well-being. That's what Twitch is. Twitch is a public stage, and it's not just a little community thing. This is fucking global. Embarrass yourself in front of everybody, the entire world. What do you mean to get up there and do that for yourself? Yeah, it is weird. It is contradictory. Oh man, I'm glad I got this different lens, this wide lens. You get to see so much more clouds. And the angle where you get to see the highway and you get to see the lines on the road, that's important to be able to see the terrain. But I don't know why I'm like so drawn. Look at the little bit of Mamatis over on the right. Can you see that? Yeah. The Mamatitis. The Mamatitis. Is that why do they say Mamatis if it comes out like a boob and you're not supposed to say Mamatitis? This is wing commander? No. Pilot Wings. Pilot Wings from SNES. Nice jazz soundtrack. Don't know who the composers are except Nintendo staff. I believe I'm going to be going through Arkansas and Alabama again this trip. The hills and trees out there are just something very special. And it'll be interesting to see how that works. With this wider lens. But for some reason, I don't know, I just feel urgent that we get to see more of the sky. I feel weird about this. I know everybody's crazy about disclosure and aliens showing up, the Palladians, the Andromedans, um, manifestations of huge spacecraft in the sky. Am I saying this to everybody? Maybe not everybody. Steven Spielberg had to come out with this Disclosure Day thing to discredit actual events, I believe, is the agenda. I am facing the denial of being back home in my safe place as a prepper. I prefer not to be out driving through one city after another, each city potentially popping like a piece of popcorn in riots or viral outbreaks or whatever. I don't want to be exposed to this. I want to be back home in my safe place, in the mountains, in the forest, next to my river, with my piano, expressing disarmament. Diffuse and disarm events with music. Well, for some reason, circumstances are saying you're not supposed to do that. You're supposed to be out there. And since I have this history from 10 years ago of creating live dash cam footage, it was a rare thing on YouTube 10 years ago, or just maybe 7 years ago, to have long form dash cam trips on YouTube. That was me. 2-3 hours long, and it was all fast forward dash cam. It wasn't slow, boring, nerve-wracking like this. It was fast forward. It was neat. You got to watch the clouds move really fast and the terrain move really fast, and listen to really great fast forward. Well, not fast forward, but like racing music or flight simulator music. I've got this history. I'm making this sad, disappointed Susan Sarandon face. Is it Susan Sarandon that makes that terrible, sad face? The beginning of this year, when I took out that $4,000 cash loan to make it through winter because my boss was failing to get anybody work through the winter like he promised us he would. I used that time to create that album, Music from the Space of Hearts, the 2025 repertoire album that's available down in the channel highlights. You go down to my page and check out that 58-minute album. That's what I was doing this winter. I was believing then that, dude, do what you want, do what you dream, Bastion, and something will come. Something good will come. Well, nothing showed up. And I wasn't even able to get all the cover licenses and music distributor partnering. Uh, okay, okay, all right. Shaking baby. Got my green bypass signal, even though the way station is actually open. That's a little rare. Way stations have been closed. Wait a minute. Oh, today's Monday anyway. Uh, I am doing some complaining here. Hmm. Circumstances, what do you want to call it, God or fate, um, the universe. For some reason, there's been this block against me having any success or acknowledgement that I'm any kind of a musician. Except I listen to myself and I'm like, Red, that was good. That was heartfelt. That has merit and value. I'm the only one who says this. And I have to say it to myself. Every once in a while, I do have a myalgia. It's not like a fibromyalgia, but just a body wide skin level irritation. Um, and I've been prone to car sickness. And for me to get into this job, this lifestyle culture as an emergency, you do this or you're going to be homeless, kid. It's like, where are the cameras? Is this a science experiment? Am I some sort of guinea pig? Because I should not. This is not the America that was advertised to me. This is not the 21st century opportunity. 30 minutes to fill in, or whatever phase one is. Well, I can see the field out here to the left, to the right. That's turning nice and green now. And after another nice rainstorm, it's going to be going a little bit even greener. And green out here in Colorado, especially in the plains, it's only going to last for a couple of weeks. So you got to enjoy it while you can. even though this is not what I want, I am doing something creative. It's this stream. It's this talking, the commentary, to reacting to whatever's on the phone. Mm. It's learning how to troubleshoot OBS, learning how to troubleshoot streaming on the go, streaming in motion. Is T-Mobile hotspot 5G the way to go, or was Starlink satellite internet the way to go the whole time? And T-Mobile, they partnered up. They swallowed up U.S. Cellular, and U.S. Cellular is the one who had the partnership with Starlink to have their phones connected to Starlink. Well, T-Mobile fricked that up, and when I was trying to find some sort of bundle package to get cell service as well as a Starlink dish, T-Mobile really hooked me, bait and hooked me, and I never got a Starlink internet. So the cell phone hotspots, even though it's America's fastest 5G network, it's not. That's not the right way to go unless you're partnering it up with some satellite internet through like Speedify. I don't have that much money. I'm not making that much money. I'm paying through the nose now for Starlink, unlimited mobile, but it is my one extravagance out here for the next year, and it is my one creative endeavor. While I'm out here, I might as well do what I've got the experience to do, live dash cam, and make it a channel like that guy up in Michigan who has the trail cam feeding the deer, or whoever has those hummingbird bird feeder cams, or the guys that are out there at LAX just filming airplanes taking off and landing. This kind of content became really important in 2020 during lockdown. And 4K nature videos, trail cam, where somebody is just walking along a trail in 4K for 45 minutes, drone footage. This stuff became so important for people who are like locked inside. People like Iron Mouse, who can't get out and see. Look at how green everything is turning out here. I might need to change the color and brightness, the gamma settings. I'll go back and review this VOD. I think you can see it. In 2020, during lockdown, and don't let Donald Trump, don't let him lie to you. He was president during the COVID lockdown. And he's the one who held up that president's guidelines on COVID, where at the bottom it said lockdown. In 2020, I was an Apple phone salesman, and there were people trying to get iPads to send to their grandparents so that they could FaceTime. People were getting iPads for schools for kids so that they could do schoolwork at home over like Zoom. And people were calling in saying, "Red, I'm locked down," and I honestly feel terrible. And if you know anything about Steve Jobs, the kind of guy he is or was, um, Apple was Apple was a very good place where if people wanted to call in and just talk about life for 45 minutes and then buy an Apple Watch, um, my managers were like, "That's fine. That's what we want." Long phone calls where you make a personal fucking connection with these people. You identify with them. And people were calling in, um, honestly, in a bad place. And I was like, "Dude, what you need, I'm not like a doctor or a psychologist or anything, but what you need, go to YouTube and look up 4K nature video. Go to YouTube and look up trail cam. Go to Monterey Bay Aquarium and watch those live aquarium cams, the kelp, the ocean cam. Look up any kind of live webcam for Hawaii and watch the sunset on the surf out there." Here I am. This is live. And this is nature. We got clouds. We got storms. We got, every once in a while, we got birds. We got 6.3 megabyte upload speed. That's DVD quality. I really hope that changing the camera around, even though lowering it from 60 frames to 30 frames, I'm only doing OBS to Twitch 30 frames at 720p because of the network, because this is satellite. This is satellite internet. And my computer is only capable of uploading, streaming 30 frames per second. I checked Radeon Top, the app to monitor my pipeline, my graphics pipeline. When I set OBS to 60 frames per second, immediately maxed out. And that's when we get like dropped frames and jittery images. Hopefully here in this left lane, it's not as bouncy. Nope, it's pretty bouncy over here too. Well, that was Pilot Wings from the Super Nintendo, probably around 1991. This collection, we're halfway through this collection: Super Mario World, Pilot Wings, F-Zero, and UN Squadron. These are the first 4 video games, and they're the Super Nintendo, the Super Mario game that came with the SNES that my grandma bought for me and my 2 brothers. I'm the middle child. I'm the attention seeker. I'm the redhead, unwanted redhead stepchild, even though not stepchild. This is a happy place for me. These 4 albums I recorded off of the SNES through RCA cables. Made my own soundtracks. 90s kid. And this is just a happy place for me. These four soundtracks. 19 minutes till Fillion, whatever phase one is. Fillion, oh Fillion, I'll never forget Fillion. Fillion the cat tuber lady. I got real I got I got excited. I won't say I got really excited, but it's almost like relieved excited when Kazahana, more Kazahana, showed that clip where the countdown timer from phillyandhislost.com. They showed that probably about Friday, this last week, and it was like, oh, thank goodness! I think she's still alive. I can get this up loud enough so I can enjoy the bass. I like the bass. I think that's okay, but this needs to be like up there. Hmm. I feel like that could be even better, but that's where it is. Kind of funny how I can enjoy music through the one earpiece headset, USB connection to the computer, the mini computer, and split the audio to the truck speakers so I hear it through both ears. But whenever there's dialogue, I really almost have to turn the truck speakers off because it just gets through to the microphone too easily. But at least I do get to enjoy music. Trying to listen to music through one earpiece, it's kind of a sacrifice. But if I'm doing it for stream, it's worth it. Karen, you smart truck, you retarded smart truck. I'm just trying to avoid the potholes. Karen, the smart truck here, has sensors. And she thought that I was leaving my lane. "16 minutes. 16 minutes till Christmas, Halloween time. Only 15 more minutes till the next Halloween. Philoween? Philoween. Philoween? What's this mess? Oh, this is that trailer that caught fire last week. Slowly tearing that up. Um, I was coming from the opposite direction, and I saw the smoke from that fire. it's weird, sci-fi brain of me, but I can almost see like is it karma? Is it some sort of karmic setup that I'm not fates, if we want to call it that. I don't believe in fate, but circumstances are not allowing me to be at home in my safe place, in my bliss, working on music. I'm out here with this small talent of streaming dash cam, and for some reason wanting this wide lens and pointed up partly to the sky. I didn't like how the last camera, even though the 60 frames per second camera was good, and I was getting good results with the streams, I didn't like that we weren't getting as much sky as this wide lens from this other phone. So something is telling me there's some sort of instinctual urge to have my camera getting as much cloud and sky as possible. And I'm out here with my own broadcasting. I'm not on cell phone towers. I'm on Starlink, which is kind of a standalone prepper type arrangement. I wish I had my own. I wish I had some solar panels with me. But everything's running off of the truck alternator and batteries here. So it's a mobile. I'm transmitting to you mobile, basically off grid, not tied down. It's like Charlie from 2012. And a couple of weeks ago, we did review the movie 2012. I didn't publish it because it's copyrighted. But the main reason why I wanted to watch 2012 again was because I'm in this context of being prepper minded, broadcasting on the go, mobile here, feeling the way that I feel towards government and the elite. And it doesn't matter whether it's Republican or Democrat. It's all the same puppet show, shadow puppets. It's just news and entertainment and the latest outrage. If you ever listen to the audiobook 1984, it's just the latest 4-minute, 5-minute outrage. Do you see this car that just passed? It's covered in fur. I think that's supposed to be like a Highlander cow. Oh man, I wish I had a better look at that. It seems like it's got like a cow tail and some horns. What was that? It was like Mutts Are Us from Dumb and Dumber. I've never seen anything like that before in real life. Bro, come back. I can't go any faster. I don't have any nitros. I can't catch up to you. Like Mad Max and turn the valve and 9 minutes to the next Halloween. 9 minutes. I'm such meme brain. I'm nearly 50 years old and I'm like this, man. So maybe somehow I am meant to be out here live broadcasting capture an event. I haven't captured like any B-2 bombers, B-1 stealth bombers flying over. I haven't seen any of that. I haven't captured any meteors or meteorites. I haven't captured any odd square shape or circular shape things in the sky, and I've been doing this for a couple of months. Well, we're gonna be, yeah, it's just about 2 months. We'd have to go back to that first fail stream attempt. Maybe I'm meant for something different than music, even though that is my white knuckles. I'm not going to let go of that as my chosen passion and purpose in life. I've learned to let go. I've learned to go without. I've learned to go without comfort. I've learned to go without hot showers. I've learned to go without comfortable nights' sleep. I've learned to let go of talents and dreams and passion. So coming out here again, it's like, oh, just more of that. Okay, you know what? At this point, I care, but I don't. I just don't give a fuck. And it's easy to say that there is that resentment there, but there also is, I've been here in denial before. So it does not hurt this time like it did 14 years ago when I started semi-driving. I wonder if Fillion is going to get projected like Project Bluebeam onto the sky here in 6 minutes. I wonder if Fillion is going to hack everybody else's Twitch stream. I think there's literally nobody, and there's nothing out of the ordinary about that. I think my best viewers and chatters are European, or actually that's Asian. The Boiled is a young guy who is constantly checking in on me first thing in the morning here. It's approaching nighttime for them uh, over in the Philippines. It's way past that at this point. He usually checks in first thing in the morning. But I think most of my uh, viewers are like first thing in the morning rather than later in the afternoon like it is right now. Kind of surprised. I'm up to like 21 subscribers, and all last year when I was performing piano live and streaming like a let's play, I did some let's play with Echo the Dolphin. Um, I was stuck at like 13 subscribers. minutes. 3 minutes and 45 seconds until initiating phase 1. As a trucker, I've got my GPS on the dashboard here, along with like watching the Starlink throughput. Hello? There it is. Double checking OBS. Turn that down a bit. I'm sure it's okay to have a website counter up here with my dashboard GPS, but it's on a website, and there's no telling what could pop up here in 2.5 minutes. If it's a video, I can't have video up on my dashboard. I do have a text-to-speech set up, even though I'm not eligible for text-to-speech on Twitch. You have to have 50 subscribers so that you can enable channel points and bits. And I think you also have to fill out a W-4 for Twitch to be able to do that. Partner, affiliate, and then frickin' commercials start to come on, which I don't want to put commercials on. So I've bypassed that by getting an iPad that does voiceover and run that through a headphone jack back to the computer. And sounds like this.
Welcome to the _professional_amateurs chat room. Stream chat. Region. Landmark.
So if anybody wanted to hop into the passenger seat and be a hitchhiker, in chat you can type and I will be able to hear you without reading, and we can have conversations back and forth. 25 seconds. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13 seconds until initiating phase 1. FillianIsLost.com. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Do I have to press refresh or something? Did something just show up on Fillian's YouTube page? I can't check that. I don't see Fillian's face in any of these clouds. I don't think she's getting projected in Project Bluebeam yet. I really got to thank Twitch for the opportunity to stream and talk, even though there's not really anybody there. I haven't talked like this since high school, since the late 90s. And I haven't been able to talk and really just be myself in front of anybody, like naked honesty, even though there's probably nobody there. Which is an opportunity to talk to nobody. Oh my God. there's a video on YouTube where a guy is he explains how to talk to nobody on Twitch. And that's what it's like when you're a beginner streamer. I'm not doing any of the big things like Toast. Toast would tell you that you need to, after every stream, go through and clip the things and then upload the clips to TikTok, and you need to promote yourself on all these different marketplaces. It's interesting. I'm not even doing that. I have clipped myself a couple of times here. Go through and check the quality of a VOD, because that's the only way I can do like quality control is after the fact. And I will say something funny and I'm like, oh my God, Red, that was funny. And I'll go back and clip that. But I don't have a YouTube page. I don't have a TikTok. So I'm not necessarily doing the full prescribed thing when it comes to this is what you do if you're going to be a streamer. I'm humping the right side of the lane here, trying to avoid these potholes. Well, the counter is gone from phillyandislost.com. Whatever the girl is doing, I wish her the best. Shut up, Karen. You don't know what's going on. Well, that being the case, I'm going to go ahead and press play on the Fillion VOD. I don't know if this is Fillion and Camilla dancing, but when I'm really not in the best of mood, Fillion is definitely a go-to. Check it out. Yeah, turn that off. And now we got this. trying to get Neurosama through Minecraft was such an experience. And you could really tell that Fillion was so tired and frustrated. And Vidal and Corelli were just so beside themselves when they finally got it. I was watching Paradox the Para something video game that Iron Mouse was playing through with the little android girl. And the little android girl drew whatever the guy's name is. She drew him a picture, and Mouse had to accept the picture, and she said, "Oh my God, I just had to take AI generated art." Oh my God. And I remember when Mouse at one time, she was rated by Neuro. And I really feel like whatever conflict do you think there might be there, the fact of the matter is Iron Mouse just wants living artists to get paid. So AI music, AI generated music and art, she's very much set against it. But as far as clankers go, I don't think that Iron Mouse has anything against Neurosama. I'm not one to talk for Iron Mouse. I do have a pretty powerful compressor set on for this VOD. So it might come off a little crumbly. This is a rare instance that Fillion didn't have her typical song playing at the beginning of a VOD, beginning of a stream. This is from 2023, by the way. I am reacting to an old VOD. What the? Okay, so there is some sort of scribble thing going on. Some sort of scribble thing is going on at phillyandhislost.com. This is something different. This is almost like the Pixel Wars. Whatever it is, I'm not going to be able to watch that. I have to watch the road. But something is going on at phillyandhislost.com, and it reminds me of the Pixel Wars. We'll see what that's like.
Are you guys ready? Today we
It's not Camilla. It's with Chibidoki. Ha 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 ha. These two, these two eardrum splitting girls.
As simple as it gets. Today I will lead us to great victory. Dare I say the greatest. We will be unstoppable. Alright. We're great defeat. You have no faith. Mods, ban the non-believers.
I'm going to be streaming probably for another hour and a half. 3, 4 and a half, 5. Something to that effect. Yeah. Hour and a half sounds about right.
I don't need people slandering my good name in this chat right now. Umami-chan facts. Whoa! Let's use more cringe. Dude, no, that's not. No! This isn't a cringe off. We're gonna play video games and I'm gonna win. It's as simple as it gets. God dang it.
There's the song.
Feeling the best. Thank you. Chat, can I get an effing fill in win in chat? Hey. Yeah, I mean, come on now. What? Yeah, paid actors. Wow. The only difference
Philly
is
Love.
I'm paying no one to do this.
Philly Love.
All right, cool as frick you. Are you guys ready to start stream?
If I was in chat, I would be doing the emote Philly Love and getting timed out for spamming.
Alright, here we go. I'll see you in a bit.
Thank God for canned mandarin oranges, man. So important to get, like, your scurvy fix out here as a trucker in this lifestyle. Disclaimer, I do not watch the VOD over on the cell phone. I can't. It's physically out of the periphery of my vision. As a truck driver, I have to focus on the road and do this job safely. I'm very happy to provide beautiful cloud watching, nature watching, highway live dash cams, and commentary for whatever happens to be playing on my phone at the time. But I don't watch the VODs. I don't watch the cell phone. I am focusing on the road like a good professional driver. 14 years, no accidents, no tickets.
Hey, come here!
I am the
Come
greatest.
here! I ain't gonna come here! Get over here!
What if we have all
Okay,
day?
fine, I'll come under there.
You see this kind of playfulness in a virtual reality world? I feel like that's the world. She said that she's going to take us to her world. And I feel like that's what she's been spending her time creating, is something, an environment that is even more immersive and much more control, maybe less janky than the virtual reality world that she plays with at the beginning of her streams like this.
Now you're gonna pay!
Imagine Villian being able to beat Chad up even more hands-on in a new world. Immersive throttling.
Now, snackers, it's time to perish. You're coming with me.
You're coming with me.
You can tell. Wait, you can't even tell I'm big. Okay.
Are we getting Attack on Titan head?
No, it's never. It's not actually like that. Wait, how do I fix this? Here? What? Hey! What up, mother truckers? Good morning! The Villian strikes, the deadliest. Did you know in the entire animal kingdom, the Villian ranks as the third most deadliest bite? One simple bite and your intestines turn
Only
to fruit
third?
snacks.
Oh my god. I can imagine that. Fruit snacks, then gushers.
Simple thank you for the 5! Get us subscriptions! And welcome, new Snickers! What? What are you guys up to? It's 5 p.m. for me in the morning. It's morning for me. You understand me? I woke up today in a new Bugatti. Also, chat. As of yesterday,
Yeah.
I am no longer needing to
Yeah.
even take ibuprofen.
What?
No way, is that Obi Katie Cat?
Getting off meds is huge.
We are completely free, and we are completely ready for combat. Yes, that is right.
What
I'm
was
a
your
free
illness?
thinking villain at this point, and nothing to do with anything else.
What was the
I
ibuprofen
can feel
for?
holes in my mouth, but at least they feel
Oh.
like
It was from her wisdom teeth getting taken out. That was such a time.
scars more so than gaping wounds. You know what I'm
Was it Lena who was her big coach through that whole time? She's like, no, Fillion, don't touch it. And Fillion's got her mouth full, so I want to touch it.
saying? So at least we got that going on.
Season 1, 3 episodes,
Uh-huh.
1/8 title.
What is that? What? SpongeBob what? Huh? I didn't keep up with that. Alright. Now also chat. Guess what, boys? We have a new
What?
extension to mess around with.
An extension.
Glad you're okay. I miss Sleepy Phil. I'm not gonna become a pothead just to stream. Okay, so listen.
Thank you for that, by the way.
Chat, I can become just as loopy on a lack of sleep, okay? All I gotta do is step for 24 hours straight, and
Listen to the holistic advice of Fillion.
we'll get there. It'll be the same thing. Now, with that being said, we have a new extension to mess around with. It is called, I believe, Voice Mod Live. If you look into the description of the stream, you just scroll down right now. There
Would that be the first time where people got to change the voice sound?
should be a new panel next to sound alerts. It's Voice Elements Live. I think if you pay 500 bits, it will change my voice for 30 seconds.
Is this the first time? Wow. Got some interesting clouds building up here. I mean, the storm is still behind us. It's not as dark, but I've been driving away from it at 70 miles an hour.
And you guys can make it whatever you want. So, I can't hear my voice, so I won't actually know what I sound like. So yeah, you guys get to do that for like a little bit. I think for like an hour or something like that. Is it working or not? Someone get a heal, yeah?
Who
This will go
knows?
well. Well, I didn't get to test it out yet. It might just not work. Only 500? No, like, okay. Is 500 too low? It's 30 seconds. I redeemed the high pitch and nothing changed. Fair enough. It's not working. It's way too low.
Well, here's Here's an example of having a vision, a creative vision, and then implementing it, at least so you thought, and you're in the middle of the creative process, and suddenly you have to drop the creative process, the fun, and you have to become a programmer, a debugger.
Scammed? I broke the rule. Wait, what is too loud? Okay. Wait, Chad, do I sound the same or not?
You
Okay,
sound the same.
are you
Maybe
able
it's.
to give bits?
What if it's
And
only
are you
coming
able
through
to...
like
I'm scamming. I'm scamming. You sound
channel
the
2
same.
on
Okay.
Twitch?
Wait. What do I do? Scam. Wait, so okay, were you no, stop typing scam. Wait. I will fix this. You're muted on my end anyway. Only the bottom one seemed to sample? Man. Whenever. I'm trying to figure it out. If we can't do it this stream, we'll do it next stream. Okay. Frick! Classic Philly scam. Step right up. My latest pyramid scheme. Whenever. Wait, okay. Let me, how about I go try it myself? Give me one.
Nice. This is pretty cool because this cloud in front. I wonder how straight up the field of vision on this camera can go. Because I really have to lean down to see the top of this this cloud in front. And you can see even further above that. Which is really cool. Can you see those cows on the right? Clouds and cows. That should be a name for a stream. Okay, so you got this, and we got this. Now we go over to radar, and we can see what's happening. Man, for as fricked up as today has been, effort versus results with a truck driving job, we're finally getting out of Colorado here, just about to cross the border into Kansas. It'll be good to get Colorado behind us. I really hope no bugs get on the windshield during stream. Quality control is important to me. My goal is to get up to 1080p, 60 frames per second, and at least 1080 and 720 multi-stream enhanced broadcasting. I don't see why you'd want to watch this in 480. Or is it 460? But I do know that there are some people out there, because I've been some people, with not good enough internet to enjoy 1080p. 720 is your pretty common butter zone. So right now that's what I'm shooting at, even though I probably could do 1080p. Multiple factors involved. I really hope that this particular camera, which is 30 frames per second instead of 60 like last week, I really hope that the motion comes off smooth. 30 FPS on a camera to OBS, 30 frames per second from OBS to Twitch. And then if there's anybody out there who can explain to me why, when I review a VOD and I'm watching the motion and it looks fairly smooth, but then there is a stutter, a jit, 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 jit stutter like that in a pattern, and I pause the VOD and say, okay, there's a problem spot. Something spiked. And then I back up 10 seconds to rewatch it, and it does not jitter, but. Everything at the same landmarks move by perfectly smoothly. And it's like, what is this head fake? How come a playback can jitter like that? That doesn't make sense to me.
One sec. I did everything. I thought. One sec. Here. Where's my Here. I thought I did it right. Am I crazy? Here. Where's my green screen at? Bam.
Gideon, you're crazy.
Let me see. Go back to my Twitch channel. Here.
But that's okay.
Okay.
All the best people are,
And then
I
mute
heard.
it. Okay. So then I just. This should work, right? Here? What? Are you serious?
You're such it. I don't know if you know how much balls it takes. 1, to try something. 2, to press start streaming. 3, to hope that something's working. 4, to find out that it's not working. 5, to troubleshoot during stream. I'm telling you, this takes balls. It takes nerve. And to be able to disregard embarrassment or humiliation, it takes something and somebody very special to be able to come on every day or every other day or every week. Despite one embarrassing thing after another, one ridicule or criticism after another. Feedlot. I smell stinky cow or fertilizer field. Somebody's shitting on their fields so that they can make food in that shit. And then we eat that food that came out of that shit. Tasty food. Everybody likes it. Nobody likes shit.
What do I do? Wait, it's running. I integrated it.
You
I got
do
the
the
extension.
best
It's
you
connecting.
can. Refresh,
Wait, how does that
restart.
work? Alerts.
Cross your eyes,
Whatever.
cross your
I can
fingers,
see the
stick your
queue.
tongue
I
out,
can see like 20
stand
people
on your
redeem
head,
stuff.
call your
It says
mods.
one of them is playing right now. Oh. Wait. Okay.
Is it
Properties.
only-
Wait, let me see how I sound to myself real quick. Let me
Is
see.
it only going to like channel 2? Whoa.
Wait, can you guys hear me on desktop or not?
What?
Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
There it
Twice.
is. Okay. Wait.
I could push a
so
button
what
and
do
we
I
could
name
hear
my
you 3
internet
times.
say?
Oh, wait.
This. Okay. Let me turn this off. Oh, it turned off. I think okay. I think there's like a cooldown of like 35 seconds. I think there's a cooldown of 35 seconds in between every time it changes my voice for 30 seconds. So we'll get like 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off. Can they be stacked? No, they cannot. Okay,
Chat.
if you guys can hear me again.
Chat, you want these stacks. You guys are such extremists.
Change my voice. The echo might be a problem.
Look
I
at
tried
how
to fix the
tall
echo
that
right now.
cloud
Let me-
goes.
let me-
I
let
have
me
to
see if it
lean
worked.
way down.
Okay.
I
Alright.
like it. I like
87
it.
now. My voice should change again. 5, 4.
It's getting
3,
windy. We're going under this
2,
cloud, and it's
1.
windy. I don't hear
Hello,
anything.
this is my new voice.
No, it's not. Oh,
Did it work?
failure. No.
Stand.
Uh-huh.
Wait.
I love it.
How
She
about
keeps
this?
trying.
Okay, what if I just did this? Here? There. Okay. I sound normal right now.
I bet this cloud really looks cool and fast forward. So one thing that you can do, VOD watchers can go down to settings and press 2 times speed. And you can watch this at 60 frames per second. And watch these clouds move in fast motion. Believe me, the billowing and moving and everything is awesome. I don't have like any image stabilization software running. I haven't really been able to find anything that is going to work. I don't think a gimbal in a semi where we're hitting bumps and bouncing all over the place. I don't think that that's going to be helpful. The best thing that would work is a software image stabilizer, and even like a Vidimux doesn't have a working image stabilizer. So I do like the image stabilizer that's on these Android phones. When I run them just as a camera, a video camera dash cam, the playback is so smooth, and if I run the seeker back and forth, it is so satisfying. Glacial movement. And I wish that I could provide you something like that here. But what I guess the biggest takeaway that you get from watching the live stream, trucker live stream like this, is how goddamn bouncy this is.
But at any moment, it should change.
The one that
Okay.
was playing through your desktop sounded correct.
Yeah,
You may need to
exactly. So
switch
now
over
I'm
your
just listening to my desktop, and it's really distracting because I can hear myself speak, and it's making me stumble over my words.
Uh-huh.
If that makes sense.
Yeah, I know what that's like.
So this is
What's awesome is when you've got somehow you've got the perfect audio setup where you can hear your voice exactly, no delay, no millisecond delay. Hearing your voice live over headset through your ears, amplified louder than what you're used to hearing your own voice, that is awesome. But when you hear your voice delayed, it really causes brain CPU I wonder if I should pass this guy. I didn't feel like I was going to be able to. What I remember from astronomy class, or was it weather class? What's the right word for weather? It's not astronomy. The wind blows to the direction of the storm center. Is that right? Or does it blow away from the center of the storm.
Not like the best idea. Is it working? Hello? Wait, let me see. Frig. It says pending. A lot of them are pending. Not very. Okay, well,
Hey there.
it's not working.
I can hear you. It's doing it.
Frick, man.
Did you hear it?
Why is this junk working? Hello? Oh my god, they're gonna be so pissed off at me. Okay.
It's doing it. It's doing it, Billion. Listen to that. That is so cool. What? I don't know who the artist is. Something about the pitch of her voice and this particular voice effect reminds me of whoever it is. I'm gonna swing from the chandeliers.
What am I doing? Is it working? Wait, it's working!
Yeah. Oh, now it's not. It's a cool down. Cool down. Ah, what a trick. What a trick. Denied. Ah.
It stopped.
Oh my God, that's awesome. I feel like I might have watched this VOD once before. So something about that is familiar.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's all good. You know, that's what I'm all about, baby. I'm all about the
Cringe.
can I get a cheeseburger?
Timer expired right as you started the song and down 16.
Okay. Wait, so the new one's gonna start soon, right? Hopefully, I guess. We'll see. Okay.
I am paying attention to this particular thunderhead and everything beneath it. You've got a better shot at hooks, if you know what I mean. If you see a hook, you can see it better than I can, to tell you the truth. Got my reservations driving under this one, but I don't necessarily see anything that is nothing really says stop now.
Does it only work if I'm tapped in? Like, let me see. It says, oh, voice enhancer doesn't change your voice. Chat, don't redeem the voice enhance. It makes you just sound more crisp. Also, I can hear myself. I am literally having a stroke trying to speak. Don't do the voice enhancer. It just makes me sound crisper. If anything, they should have like an ear destruction microphone. It's a little bit louder. Yeah, I agree. So, hey, you know how it is. But listen up. Today we are 1v1ing Dobie Cheeky to the death. And that is our plan, and I will
The
stop
death?
at nothing until she's in the grave. You understand? I will kill her. With that being said, with a smile on my face, I'm ready to defeat
You sound so threatening now. I am seeing something off in the distance that is like rising clouds. Don't know if you could see that. It might just be a farmer cleaning his field.
God, you understand? And I will cut your nuts off and put them in a vat of marmalade, and I will sell them as an NFT. And I'm gonna shrink your head so it won't be so massive anymore. And they'll be like,
Chibi's head is pretty massive.
wow, what is this normal size pie doing here?
That was awesome.
What? No, I sound normal.
She didn't
My
hear
real
it.
voice? What was my real voice? No, this is my real voice. I mean, this is my real voice. I'm a man. Okay, I don't know, dude. A chipmunk? Okay. How am I gonna make death threats to Chibi if you guys are freaking with my voice the whole time?
It was more accurate than your real voice.
Everybody hold your breath. We're going past the cows. It sounds like Chibi Batman.
I am the Dark Knight, and I defend my city when it is most needed. Wait, Chad, check this out. I have a rubber chicken.
That laugh right there is worthy of like clipping for sound alerts or if you want to put stuff on your cell phone for like text notification.
Frick you. Get out of here. Okay. Alright, so weird. Wait, Chad.
You sound like a drunk Nomad 11 Pete.
If pen is
Uh-oh.
short for pencil, then what is. Wait.
Yes.
Is pen
Yes.
short for pencil?
What?
No, I meant if Ben is short for Benjamin. Okay.
Huh?
Benjamin. That's the. Okay. Okay, okay, so we are
I-
going to get this stream on the road. I am talking really slowly because for some reason I can hear my voice and it sounds effing annoying as frick to me. Okay, so we are gonna. Wait, I'm auto-tuned? Okay, wait. I'm gonna
Swing from the chandelier. I love this. Yes. When it turns off and leaves her standing there by herself with nothing else. She does I'm gonna swing from the chandelier so well that is such her.
Okay. I literally feel like some idiot running around with like, I don't know, like a mask in public. I'm like having dream. And I'm like, oh, you suck. You wouldn't talk trash to my face, idiot. And then my mask falls off and I'm like, oh. Alright. You're Louis Schizo. No, I'm not. Hello? The frick is this?
Whoa.
I saw I got sent to the metaverse. What is going on right now?
Whoa. Oh my god.
This is so dumb.
It's a serious moment and you got a whoopee cushion
I'm
out.
getting pain. Okay, let's. This is better than the new Travis Scott album. Yeah. Wait, Chad. POV. You're Travis Scott. Wait, no. How do you? Wait, I can't make my face look like his, but you. Alright, so we.
Wait, what time is it? We are running out of time. So we gotta get ready to play a chibi doggy. What? Who's paying money for this? I mean, it's actually getting annoying at this point. Like,
It's so good. I mean, it's got a character to it that is like I wouldn't mind listening to.
You feel better about yourself? I'll make my voice deeper. Hello, this is my normal voice now. And I can assume my normal self as long as I make my voice deeper.
And I'm pretty cool, and I don't even sound like a baby. Okay. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna counter. Whatever you change my voice to, I'll just do the opposite effect, and therefore I will be back to normal.
I feel like the machines are going to win,
You
Philion.
guys can't even affect me. If you turn me into Optimus
Hey,
Prime one more
Phil.
time, what?
I love your stream titles, but you should be aware of Snuffy.
Why?
Her latest one was bottle your balls, sweat and sell it on eBay as essential oils.
What?
Well, that's essentially a pyramid scheme. Okay, let's watch a video. Call me. Hello? What's that sound? Drumsy! Chat! Pause. I was in the newest Drumsy video. There I am. Well, that's not me. It's Emmy. So, what do you think? Should we watch this or not?
Did you hear how Drumsy and Peach Jars aren't allowed to smoke or talk about quote smoking?
The entire point of the video is if you're not funny, you die. So, obviously, it's gonna be a really funny video. For sure. Okay. I literally speak like I have an extra chromosome because I can hear myself and it's like tripping my balls just to what? Just to try to speak. And this is dumb. Okay. But like when a voice changes me, it's easier for me to talk normally because
I get
it
you.
doesn't sound like me. But right
Now it sounds like I have like a shadow clone jutsu, and the person is talking in my ear. You know, like it's like I got cloned in a lab. What is this voice? Okay, so here we go. Let's watch this video. Bum, ba-da-bum. Whatever. So look, chat.
Wuggy.
It's me! Look at me go! There I am, chat! There I am, chat. Look at me go. I'm pretty cool, huh? Yeah. Okay. So watch me go.
So there is some pretty strong winds up ahead, and I can tell just because, like I said, when there's a cold front that blows through, all hell breaks loose, and this might actually be like the leading edge that we're driving into. But the haze that I can see just off to the left and a little bit to ahead, that's a little treacherous. What's good is I am fully loaded.
Okay. So I got punted. That's a good start. Hey, at least I'm good at football. You can't say I'm not.
Least painful thing that will happen in this video. Today I've created an awful game, one where I force my friends to be funny and make jokes or die. I invited a live audience to watch and vote on my friends' jokes. The least voted response every round gets killed off in a gruesome way until only one person remains as the winner. Let's meet our contestants. About to say the funniest thing you've ever heard, it's Moxie. It's the shortest bullet.
Man, no one was ready to be funny. Holy shit. Hi. It just sounds like you just showed up to an Alcoholics Anonymous meeting. Okay, bro. Okay. What is this? That's me.
Ever done scene? It's Fillion.
I'm not that short. Look.
Yeah, you're up to his knees.
I'm coming for his kneecaps.
She'd love to get killed off first so she doesn't have to be here anymore. It's Emmy.
I had spaghetti for dinner last night.
Can't believe he's hanging out with us right now with a contagious skin disease. It's Vez. It's literally a mask. Finally, we got the real Tyler 1.
What? I can't make a joke when I sound like this. I don't know if I can defeat him. I don't know if I'm strong enough.
Baby cries.
Contestants must create a new emoji.
I worked really hard to think of something that we've all felt. We have all been in a drumsy video that we didn't want to be in, and we've just had to put our happy masks on. I really thought about exactly.
I can hear my voice in the video and through my own speaking. So whenever I talk in the video, my brain gets really confused. I'm like,
Wow.
wait, I didn't just say that. And then I realize it's me from like a week ago.
That is so trippy.
I'm so confused. Probably. Do they puberty? Well, I saw like this.
You gotta be careful with me. I'm driving a truck right now. Holy shit.
Okay. Holy frick. What is that voice? Okay, don't use that one anymore.
That was the Joe Biden voice.
I think Dream fans could also use this emoji. People with depression.
Oh,
Do you think Dream? Never mind. I mean, with his girlfriend, he's like,
Who you are?
I'm gonna.
I don't know what you want.
Do you think he?
For you.
Cream?
I will
This
find
is
you.
the mitochondrion, also known as the
Grandma,
powerhouse.
get in your wheelchair.
Okay, no, I love this video. Chat, my art wasn't funny. Right? It's just the mitochondria, the powerhouse of the cell, which is cool, but it's not funny. So let me tell you about my original drawing that I made. Okay? So originally, I drew pregnant Tyler 1.
hmm.
This
And
is
it
the
was
most
smoking a
obnoxious thing
joint.
I've ever experienced in my
Oh,
life.
Welcome to the underscore
Yes.
professional underscore
And he
amateurs
had his
chat room.
headphones on.
that's
So I
me.
worked really hard on that chart piece, and they cut
Welcome
out
to
of
the
the video.
underscore
I was really
professional
disappointed
underscore
by that,
amateurs chat
but yeah,
room.
it did happen.
Oh,
so,
really?
Pink Sims like a what? No, okay, wait, can I find them? I made them in emotes. Wait, let me see. Wait, where are they? I'm gonna swing. Wait, Beth from Heart Live just messaged me. That's crazy. That's like my Jake from State Farm. Wait, where are they at? Someone made like emotes out of them at some point. Do I have them saved? Here, I want to show you guys the original art piece, but wait, someone just add me in the Discord with it too.
Honest. Where is it? Yeah, I can't find it. Okay. Wait, let me see. Here. What is... what the frick? Wait. No, where is it? Someone... No one has it? God dang it. I feel like an effing 12-year-old. What the frick? My balls didn't drop yet. Hey, my name is Chibi Doki.
Uh,
Hey, what's up? It's me, Goku. Okay, let me. Frick, my hips be feeling some type of way. I cannot speak right now. Holy frick. Wait, I can like harmonize with myself. Wait, listen to this.
Holy shit. The crossovers, that Doppler effect. I'm a nah. Ever. I'm a nah everybody.
Hey, we'll just go back to this. Forget.
Jesus, I love Amanas. Billion, are you okay?
Where's
The Phillian alarm is
me it.
That one. I like that one actually a lot. Moxie, please.
He said I like that one a lot because he didn't show Tyler won. And then he put in like a politically incorrect drawing later in the video. I'm pissed.
An emoji for how Drumsy's face looks every time I speak.
So the disappointed Drumsy emoji.
Can I make a change?
He looks like Nigel.
Yeah, no, you do it.
6 is greater than 2.
This video. Wait, check this out. You guys ready? You guys ready?
Now it's pretty cool. This is an endangered species. One of the greatest I've ever seen in my life. So he is biblically accurate. He is pissed. He is
Man, that's a
raging.
good
He's
voice
still gonna
effect.
beat me, and not only that, but he's pregnant. She's gonna have a child too any second. I cannot wait. So yeah.
What about like a frat boy? Voice reveal. Woo! Yeah. So I made this because I was looking through my phone at emojis and I saw the pregnant woman one and then I saw the pregnant man one. So I was like,
Huh?
what if I just edited Tyler one? You know, just like give him a little bit of a dad bod. You know what I'm saying?
uh-huh.
So yeah. Art is so controversial. I know. This is my modern day masterpiece.
Oh my God,
Also,
it's really
I gave him a head dent. He has a head dent on his skull. Yeah. And also, I give him with the little shine on top of his skull, too. Wait, hello? Wait, why does my voice sound different? What? Why does my voice sound different, but like similar? You combine them? What? Echo. Wait, I'm losing my mind. It sounds slightly off. Okay, whatever. Let's watch the video. But yeah, behind the scenes, he didn't put my drawing in. My real drawing. He was pathetic. He was weak. Next. Yeah. Did I just say neck?
Mine is when you really have a crush on a girl, so you're giving her the heart hands, but then you're also laughing and biting your lip at the same time. Like,
You ever try to pick a chick with that? Just like, wait, I can't even do it with my fingers. All right, I can do that. Okay, but you know what I'm saying right now?
My emoji also could probably get the message across.
Yeah, I can see it.
Your emoji is very multi-purpose.
all right,
Yeah, the
last
dream
up,
emoji is
Ultra.
OP.
It gave me like 3 hours to draw, so
Look at me just standing there next to Tyler. I'm not even up to his kneecap.
I drew Among Us, got bored, and drew Jumbo Josh as well.
The sus emoji. Thank you so much.
Why do I make so many breathing noises? I can hear myself breathing. It sounds so weird. I keep talking weirdly because of this junk. Holy frick.
This junk.
I can hear myself breathing! Wait, what does this sound like if I yell really loud? Wait, let me see. Headphones users, beware. 1, 2, 3. You are now manually breathing and you are manually blinking and you lost the game and you have to swallow. You have a gulp to take right now. Get wrecked, idiots.
Audience, please vote for your favorite emoji. Emmy is winning pretty fucking drastically with the masking emoji. Emmy, you are the winner. Emmy, how do you feel?
I'm on top of the world.
Lucky for you guys, the first round was secretly a demo. Now your lives are on the line. The next month is describe the top VR game of the year 2040.
We are on VR
Okay, what is obvious? It's gonna be like make a fake girlfriend.
chat now, but we're getting really innovative. Welcome to VR Communicate.
What?
It's me! You see, he drew me! Look!
We're on VR chat now, but we're getting really innovative. Welcome to VR Communicate.
It's me! It looks like me! You see that junk? Beautiful!
He got the ears right. He got the hair right. I mean, he got everything, but like, he got the no pants right. I mean, he nailed it.
Kate.
He even drew a sun at the top.
Oh.
Where you will find your very own cat boy. Mwah.
If this is the next hit game,
That's a tier 3 sub.
I'm gone. I'm off this planet.
Half-Life 3. As you can see right here, we have Mark Zuckerberg.
Yeah, no, very clearly I can see what you're describing.
understand? No. Okay. Well, listen, if you can't speak Optimus Prime, you're gonna be screwed when the androids take over. I drew all of that. I gave it a whole description. I called it Half-Life 3 for the gamer street cred, and this was my art piece. And you know what's funny? I did this before I knew anything about Mark Zuckerberg and Elon Musk trying to fight. I predicted the future. See right here, we have Mark Zuckerberg.
Wow.
Yeah, no, very clearly I can see what you're describing right now.
My game is called Feed Todd. This is Todd. He is a frog. Each fly you feed Todd gives you 100 Todd bucks in your bank account where you can spend at the Todd shop and buy him a different outfit.
Does that have anything to do with VR?
I mean, yeah, you can use VR to feed him.
Moxie, please.
The year is 2040. You can't buy a house anymore, so you live in an apartment.
Mental stability simulator.
Living in that little apartment of yours. Put on your VR goggles. You have a wife, a family, and a job.
In 5 minutes to make this.
Finally, Altrife.
I was staring at a wall for about 10 minutes until I realized the.
This joke was so hard. He went in there and said, you have 5 minutes to make a funny joke by, like, drawing whatever I prompt you with. And it was like Jackbox, but like 8 times harder because we had nothing going on.
And we just had to draw and just make stuff up. He gave us like 20 minutes. I know, but the more time that you give us, the harder it makes it. So a lot of
I don't know what it is about growling girls when they growl. I think the first time I ever heard a growly girly voice, but growling, was I don't remember the name of the bird and Tiny Toons. There's Tweety Bird, but there's Tweety Bird and Sylvester the Pussycat. That is from the original Looney Tunes, but in Tiny Toons, they're making, you know, the newer version, Buster and Babs. Well, there was a girl, a new generation of Tweety Bird, and who is the one who was like the SoCal girl, the surfer girl? There was a character in Tiny Toons who was like the SoCal girl. But I think when I heard the Tiny Toons Tweety Bird girl growling when she talked, it awakened something inside me.
us were Legos took a while to make everything happen. You understand what I'm saying? So, you wanna smash? I'm a 12-year-old in VR chat.
Is that what does that sound like? What does that have to do with 12-year-olds?
Epiphany that it hit me. I know what the people want. They don't want new ideas. They just want the same old So introducing two.
That's just only two. I don't need to hear any more. I think we're ready to vote. Oh my god. Oh my god.
One is the loneliest number that you ever know. Two can be as bad as one, 'cause it's the loneliest number before the number one. I can't sing. I keep hearing myself. It's freaking me out.
You've been filling in some hard
It
votes
sure
right
doesn't
now.
make you sound weird.
Todd, you're gonna have to take your piss out quick.
Fillion, wait, no. Altrife 2 of the sequel took it back at the last second.
Oh, son of a wing, gotta lose. Toes. Right. My boss? Let me just bring them on. No, it's not working. Okay. Hey, so the movies change their family route. I'll be honest with you guys. So listen, okay, I'll be at festival tomorrow. And not just going on, my man, it's gonna be just fine. So also I have a beer.
You look like Jesus. Okay. Back to the nursing home. Facts.
Altrife, you are going to keep your life
understand me. I think I talk too fast, and I swear. You have to talk slowly. Dude, like, why do I have to change who I am just so you guys can hear me, okay? You guys watch, like, XQ Cook, and you don't complain about him. By the way, welcome to the channel.
Champions Club. Really
He's back. I think people actually do complain about XQ Cuck, but it's really is. It's like, get on my page, guys. Keep up with me or fall behind. I don't care.
that, man. I mean, dude, like, if I'm being honest, dude, like, you're so cool. And if you wanted to, like, maybe we could hang out, you know, the two-timer, the champion. I mean, you're welcome to the club, bro. So, also, you can't prove this was me saying it because you can't actually hear my voice.
Because I'm feeling a little frisky.
Hey, my name is Sweet.
Be Joe, can I sniff? Wait, no.
Oh my god. Stop!
Kill someone right now. Vez had the lowest amount of votes on his VR Communicate game, making him this round's loser. Now it's time for me to squeeze the precious air from his lifeless body.
Wow, it looks so peaceful and great here, Drumsy. I sure wonder how I'm going to die.
Please stand on this mark right here.
Is this where I get my $10,000?
He got isekai by anime thighs.
Vez, you get to be crushed by an anime girl.
I thought you said this was a punishment.
This wasn't in my contract.
I don't even know how to talk to
That's
women.
okay.
okay, I
I
get
tried
that a
to.
lot.
God dang it. I tried to do the voice. Wait. Let me see if I do my highest pitch voice, what it sounds like. You ready?
It sounds so raspy.
Oh, it's on. Okay, so I'm also. Yes.
Holy.
Yes, I am the Master Chief. Yes,
Whoa.
Cortana.
Holy shit.
You can download my
Whoa.
news. What? This extension.
When it just leaves her, it's like she's standing there on the stage with a spotlight on her.
Cutting out is gonna kill me.
Don't worry, I know how to interact with women.
Oh my god, are you that girl
What
from
the-
Hit Game, Goddess of Victory, Nikkei?
What do you mean game? Is this not real life? If this isn't real life, then I won't even.
Chat, you think they made like a girls' love version of it? They called it Nick Gay.
Not if I got
Huh?
water.
Do you think if like they sponsored someone, they would call it like Nick Cage?
It sounds like the mic was being gargled too. Goddess of Victory, Nikkei lets you recruit and command various maidens to form.
Wait, why am I watching
Oh,
this?
shit.
What am I doing? I'm an NPC. Oh wait. Okay.
Design
Okay.
a new logo for an existing.
I'm starting to yawn. And we do not take caffeine right before going to bed. It sounds a little early to be going to bed at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. But you got to keep in mind, I woke up at 3 in the morning. Red, why do you keep such weird hours? Well, when you're headed east like this, the East Coast truck stops start to fill up around around 7 o'clock their time. 5, 6, 7 o'clock. If you're not shut down and in a safe parking spot, all the parking spots are going to be gone and you're screwed. You don't have anywhere to stop. Quite windy right now. Some pretty good winds. So I start early. I actually made a huge compromise and started driving before the sun comes up. So I end up with usually about an hour or two of night driving, and I watch the sunrise. But in order to be able to make sure I can stop at the end of a day and have a full day, of driving, I try to make sure that I get off of the clock around 5 o'clock my mountain time, which is 7 o'clock Eastern time. And it's just a self-protection protocol. Get on the clock at 4 in the morning, get off of the clock at 5 in the afternoon. And just run that way. I do not do swing hours. I do not do swing shifts. If I'm supposed to deliver at 11 o'clock at night, which a lot of these facilities, they are 24 hours, I am not 24 hours. So I'll have to tell my dispatcher, I am not available to make this delivery appointment from 6 p.m. to 4 a.m. That's a 10-hour sleep period, 6 p.m. to 4 a.m. And if that's not acceptable, then we just have to find somebody else to work for it. Safety is important to some carriers. What is it, CFS scores? I don't know what the safety score is for national carriers, but those scores are important. And if I have an accident because I'm tired, you can hold that over a dispatcher's head and say one word, safety. Safety, and then another important word, consistency.
That's a new round.
And I saw someone grab blue. The Twitter logo's about to be drawn.
Emmy was gonna draw the Twitter logo, and then the guy called her out first, she couldn't. I'm having a stroke. What is going on?
Didn't even think about that when I made that prompt.
Look, and then she gave up and she started throwing a hissy fit because the dude stole her joke. And for the record, I was gonna draw the Twitter logo too. So that makes 3 of us. We all are like brain dead.
About your joke. I'll try, we're starting with you.
You know what is an existing business? Drumsy. So you know what I say? The Drumsy 2! You guys love sequels, so why don't we replace Drumsy?
What changes about me in Drumsy 2?
We get rid of you.
Oh,
You just replace it with me.
Roasted.
There's a product that's been going around the U.S. for years. I think it could reach a much larger audience. Just a little bit of rebranding. So let me present to you meth. You take some meth, you're gonna be fucking wired.
It's catchy. It's one word. It's like
Chat, one if you like the scientific method. I can't talk. One if you like the scientific method.
I like the Crystal Method from like 1990s. It's an album. Crystal Method.
There's an AI changing my voice right now. I don't actually sound like this, do I? Yeah, like, okay, now I'm back to normal. Okay, there you go.
I'm giving out free samples after the competition.
Next up is going to be Emmy.
In Minecraft.
I chose Overwatch. I made it into a gay trash can. I just want to be clear. I'm not saying anything.
I think the
This is the best joke in the video.
LGBTQ community is going to love
My
this
voice
joke,
sounds
actually.
slappy.
Killian, your turn.
Uh-huh.
This is a wonderfully imagined and redesigned logo for KFC.
Wow.
That's right, you're going in the deep fryer.
I'm what?
He's just like a rat.
Into the deep fryer.
Why am I happy about it?
Because you're quirked up.
The votes are coming in. A solid amount of votes for Emmy Gay Overwatch.
So, you're out of the situation. Well, I've seen lots of drama in the net. But the problem is that the old child, aka Tyler One Guy, his entire internet cut out. His internet cut out. So they have to kill him off. They have to kill him off. Because
no internet. And basically, we had the chat vote for Mox. Wait, oh.
Oh my God. What a trip.
We had the chat vote for Moxie.
Drumsy 2
that ray of light that's coming down to the right, that is so weird. It's probably lighting up some rain. I'm not used to seeing a ray of light look like that. It's almost like a laser beam.
And then there were three. I personally can't wait to kill each and every one of you, but one of you will evade my grasp for the semifinals, the last three contestants.
Wait, Dad. Wanna hop on the stage? Wait.
What? I have no idea what you're talking about.
Rapping on SoundCloud.
Contestants will have to write a poem.
You sound like Pac-Man. Waka 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 waka.
Sounds like Pac-Man.
Are you serious?
I hate you. Moxie, please. The title of my poem is My Balls Are Starting to Itch. I am tired, and my balls are starting to itch. By the end of this video, Drumsy will be dead in a ditch.
Why am I getting threatened in multiple of these? Okay, Philly.
Guys, do you know what county you're in? I've never heard of these places. I have no idea what he's talking about. Why is it so damn loud? Where's Russell Springs? I don't know all these places. You say like Western Kansas, I-70. How about you put things in terms that people can understand?
And you're up.
I call it the Four Idiots in a.
I chat. God frick.
This took me so long to write. Thank you. This song took me like unironically like 5 minutes to write in VR. Look at this. Quirky quartet, friends unite. Drumsy, the punny chicken, takes flight. Emmy's dark locks frame her doomer grace, while Moxie struts with his femboy embrace. Amidst it all, filling the short stack, causes chaos with endless cringe. Her chat.
Wow. Fillion,
I don't know how hard to tell him, like in this video. Yours is unironically the best. I went to Chat GPT. I said,
oh no.
To me, a six-line poem involving Drumsy, Emmy, and Moxie, and myself. I wrote short stack, doomer, fanboy, and punny, and nothing came out.
I'm gonna give you extra.
That is such cheat.
Because it sounded too ChatGPT. I put Sam at the very end of it instead of the one I actually owed. Huh?
Points in my head because it looks like it says Emmy's dark.
So I'm just so
old. My computer had to write it for what? Stop!
Text message.
Emmy, it's your turn for your poem.
It's fine because you wrote one line.
To
I like
do
your
this.
style.
I didn't go to school. Fortnite, TikTok, Roblox.
Yeah.
Drumsy is not cool.
I am a big fan of this one.
As you can see, Emmy wanted to be here really
I'd like
badly.
to congratulate all of you for being in the final three, but one of you does need to go right now.
We're gonna get executed.
Okay, it's looking like a strong Philly.
So, at this point, my Discord found the live stream. So, they all like mobilized the infantry after I specifically did not mention it anywhere. And they all came to Drumsy's stream and started voting for me. So, thank you guys. I appreciate it. My poem was the best, I know. Now, listen, this poem was actually pretty good. I understand why I'd win, but
Me in second and Moxie maybe.
I'm not a traitor.
Dude,
you need to vote for
I
me.
did right there. My Discord is cheating.
Oh shit, they're rigging it. They're rigging it. Moxie's poem got
Rig a
voted last,
corner.
making him the next one to be eliminated. So I forced Moxie to stand in the street and await his death by a high-speed minivan.
I'm gonna be honest, out of all the ways to go, this is probably my favorite. Putting the guilt of my death on
final prompt.
Also, have you noticed there's like a bunch of camera angles in the video? He actually hired the VR chat movie production crew to show up and record. That's some dedication. They legit just like walked around with cameras and got like B-roll footage the whole time. I don't know. Kind of interesting.
Is write a sentence that is 6 words or less that will make the most people as mad as possible.
I'm gonna get racist.
Devon,
Not again!
get deleted for sure here.
Whatever happens, just know I think you're based.
Emmy, please tell us your sentence.
I actually preferred the mask off.
A dream reference. Jillian?
You should be mad. Here's why.
Oh, God. Oh, the queen. Please cast your votes now.
So what do you think, Chad? Before we see the results, whose joke made you more mad? Me or Emmy's? 1 me, 2 Emmy. Whose joke? Whose joke? 1. So I deserve to win, is basically what you're telling me. I'm that good. I'm just that good. Picturesque if it weren't for the fact that one of us is getting turned into barbecue.
There's so much weed in my body. If I go in there, everyone around me is getting high.
Every like 20 minutes when we're recording with Emmy, she'll just hit a bong.
I can't believe what's happening right now. I didn't think about the fact that if we did a video based on voting,
Hit a
that the person who has the
rib.
most internet popularity would win, but it seems that that's the case.
No, it's because I was the best.
That my jokes weren't funny.
I just saw the tacos on a billboard, and I just, man, longing. I long for tacos. But if I eat anything right now, I'm going to sleep here very shortly. I will be fucked up all night, and my stomach is going to hurt tomorrow. I think I've got an ulcer. I don't dare eat anything. I mean, I got beef jerky up here. I was just about to eat that, but it's like, dude, you're going to bed right now. And I look longingly at those tacos on the billboard, and it's like, I just feel like nearly headless Nick. Must be nice to be able to eat food. Am I dead? Well, I'm going to call it a day. I'm going to go to sleep. Tomorrow is a marathon day. We're going to get down into Oklahoma and see some nice ponds and rivers and lakes, and we're going to see some clouds. Who knows what unintentional storm chasing will be in store. But I will pick you up here again tomorrow. This is Red Fox Professional Amateur, coping with whatever you want to call this. Night, everybody.
Rồi anh em xin chào ạ. Anh em đến số 39 rồi. Ok. Đây. Vâng. Anh đi 68 Nguyễn Trí Thanh anh nhỉ?
68 Nguyễn Trí Thanh.
Vâng, anh gửi nhiều mũ.